Hey, welcome back to part 15 of What If Tsunade Adopted Naruto. So last time in Naruto What If, we had just gone over the 3-year training trip. Or the 3-year training period, I should say. Tailship. And we basically, and I didn't really go into anything, like we didn't start with Naruto going back to the village. We just went over everyone's training and what they were doing. So Naruto does finally go back to the village. Now, his introduction back to the village, it's about the same as you would expect. He does get the cloak, by the way. He's got the twin, he's got the Kiba, the twin blades, lightning blades on his sides there. So he enters, I'm home in the village. And then, he thinks, I better go see Mom. I better rush and see Mom. So he runs into Sakura first. Like, oh, Naruto. Oh, Sakura, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. You've been, training, trying to get, get ahead. How are you? And Naruto kind of makes, but how are you and Sasuke? We're doing well. Yeah, I would imagine that nothing's happened that would really hurt the relationship, so I imagine they're doing nice. And then Sakura kind of leans in, like, have you seen Hinata? He's like, no, I haven't. I was going to stop to see Mom, and I was going to see her first. You're not going to see your girlfriend before you see first, among anything else, you vicious, horrible man. She kind of mocks Naruto, but and then she's like, I'm playing, I'm kidding with you. Actually, Lady Tsunade said this, and this, and this. And that she was actually going to have Teen 7 meet over by meet her. Anyway, so you might be able to catch Sasuke, Kakashi Sensei, and Hinata there at the same time. So I was like, sweet. So he rushes over there. And they're not there. Well, everyone except Kakashi's not there. It's like, oh, hey, Mom. I was like, oh, you're back, Naruto. It's good to see you. And then she just makes sure, it's like, just to keep up appearances, please close the door. It's like, and then she just rushes over. My baby boy's back. Like, no, you've been gone for 3 years. I'm hugging you. And then she goes, oh, crap. I was like, I missed you too, Mom. So they basically talk about it. Jiraiya's like, oh, there you are, kid. All right. So, Jiraiya's kind of going over a little bit with Tsunade, and then they'll hear her voice like, Naruto, you finally came back. And lo and behold, it's Kakashi reading, oh, and by the way, Kakashi, here you go. Oh, what? The Makeup Paradise now! Jiraiya realized that that's a super limited edition early print. Then he realized like he feels the glare behind. It's like, Jiraiya, why does Naruto have that book? Oh, son, why do you have that book? And he said, they'll perfect gave it to me. I mean, it's all right, but whatever. I was like, yeah, Kakashi, why don't you, Naruto, go catch up for a little bit? We'll discuss the little exercise we were talking about a little later. And as it go, and then Jiraiya just, and just hear the girly scream for Jiraiya. I can't do the girly scream. When I think of the girly scream from Jiraiya, I kind of, okay, if you ever watched Fairly Odd Parents, it was the episode where the Chompy episode, where they saved Chompy, but everyone was thinking Vicky did it. He was feeling guilty. So, and basically asked his dad, well, hypothetically, what would you do if, it turns out I was the one who did it? Well, son, I'd have to scream like this. And then he screams like, I can't do it. And it's like, hypothetically, of course. That's the kind of scream I hear in my head when Jiraiya does the girly scream. So anyway, Kakashi's catching up with Naruto. So how has everyone been? It's like, Team 7's been doing all right. Or what's left of us. Obviously, now that you're back, we can get started again. All of a sudden, there's a noise off in the distance and a dust plume. It's like, oh, God, is that Lee or Guy coming this way? And it's like, no, they're a bit more finesse than that. They don't normally leave a huge dust wake. They know better in the village. I have no idea. Is that all of a sudden you see, here's Naruto. And Kakashi can see him outside there. All of a sudden, boom! Naruto? And all of a sudden, Naruto's just on the ground. And this bundle of lavender and blue, because her hair is mildly blue, is this like, you're back! It's like, what is with women crushing me today? Or it's like, what is the women in my life crushing me today about? But Naruto quickly realizes it's Hinata. And it's Hinata in her standard shipping attire. Now, why would Hinata just go and bum rush Naruto? First off, she has the Naruto sense, so she can sense when her boyfriend's around. B, she has the Byakugan, so she can, see him in the village. But most importantly is this. Again, I'm not planning to do much with the curse mark at this point. It might be able to give her a boost, but it's not worth the possible ramifications. Plus, there's enough seals on there where that thing does not really do much at this point. However, it does influence your personality. Even when you are like a pure heart, it still would have a minor influence on you. And I think it's basically had, actually, weirdly enough, positive influence on Hinata, allowing her more aggressive, confident, and prideful feelings come flourish a bit more. So while she's probably still a little shy around Naruto or things along those lines, when she is happy and excited, it really comes out. And seeing her boyfriend after 3 years, yeah, it's gonna come out. So yeah, she buzzes and says, "Hey man, you're back, you're back, you're back." Like, yes, I miss you too. Oh god, I just got done being crushed by mom. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, it's okay. Hi, Hinata. Hi, hi, Hinata. It's like, hello, Naruto. And then, she just kisses him right then and there. It's like, not like that, but it's more like, she's missed him for 3 years, kind of, so she wants a good long kiss kind of kiss. Which Naruto's just taken back by it, but at the same time, he ain't gonna say no to it. Which Kakashi's always like, oh my, young love indeed. So, yeah. Oh, don't mind me, you two. Then all of a sudden, my God, can you get a room or something? Sasuke shows up. So one could say the same about you. From a little bit of how Sasuke was talking, you two can get quite hot and heavy when other people are around. Just Sasuke quickly pushes. What? She told you that? Nope, you just did. You son of a bitch. It's like, you bet. And he's kind of just starts doing the face thing. Like, and they start stretching each other's faces. I was like, oh, you had enough yet? So you get basically the kind of slice of life a little bit there where they're all just having fun and, laughing and, talking to each other again. Or talking to each other. Just, reconnecting. That was the term I was looking for. But now comes the point where it's like, Naruto, Sasuke, cut it out. And then she explains how we're going to test just how strong you guys have gotten in the past 3 years. Of course, just meet us at Training Ground 7 in around an hour. So they go, they wait for Kakashi. Kakashi shows up, along with Guy and Ozma in tow. Now, there is no Kurenai here. Well, I mean, I could put Kurenai. There's no true time frame of when she got pregnant from the beginning of Shippuden to when we know she's pregnant. There's no real defined time frame between there. But we know for a fact that we never saw her in Shippuden in ninja attire. It's very possible she was on a pregnancy leave at the beginning of Shippuden. So, for the sake of argument, let's just say she was, in fact, on pregnancy leave at the beginning of Shippuden. So, have Ozma, Guy, and Kakashi there, and they're both going to be there to test out each of the three. Basically, we're each going to have a bell. The goal is for each of you to get one of the bells. But to do that, you're either going to have to be a lot trickier than us, or you're going to have to actually beat us in a fight. And then ready and begin. So immediately, Kakashi goes after Sasuke because he already knows all Sasuke's abilities. Likewise, Guy decides to go after Hinata because, again, both they've been in the village for a long time. They know basically their abilities. And Ozma decides, at least initially, to take on Naruto because he wants to test Winjutsu to Winjutsu. So Ozma has his chakra blades ready. Naruto immediately counters with his own. But remember, Ozma's are an actual legitimate blade, whereas Naruto has to do it with his hands, his own chakra. So while they collide, Naruto is still getting mild cuts on his hands, but he's able to, counter back and forth. He counters maybe with a futon wind style. Great breakthrough. And, Ozma counters with his own, because I'm sure Ozma knew those techniques. It's just we never saw him use them. It's like, not bad, Naruto. But can you try this? Fireball Jutsu! And then Naruto basically just does the Raging Torrent. It's like, oh, he's learned water style. Fascinating. But can you do this? Then does the Ash Cloud technique. Naruto quickly realizes, like, oh, this isn't good. So he immediately does a Water Dragon Jutsu right as Ozma ignites the flame for the cloud. And immediately he wraps the dragon around him, which basically douses the actual And basically, it absorbs the ash, makes it completely worthless for any of the ash that got caught. And the explosion is minimized, as well as the dragon that comes in and attacks Ozma, who uses his blades to just cut right through it. Naruto comes in with the Rasengan, and Ozma has to dodge it. So, as that battle's going on, you then get Kakashi versus Sasuke. Now, a lot of that would be back and forth, similar to how it is in training, except now they have to take it a bit more seriously. Kakashi immediately uses the white chakra fang on Kakashi, channeling his fire chakra as opposed to his lightning-based chakra, which would allow for a super hot, superheated blade. Kakashi's doing his best to avoid. He does a water style. Immediately, Sasuke switched over to lightning style, shocks Kakashi, but Kakashi just turns into a shadow clone. Headhunter Jutsu brings Sasuke under the ground, but Sasuke puffs into a shadow clone as well as he's hiding out in the woods. Hinata, meanwhile, and Guy are going back and forth. Unfortunately, Hinata's grown leaps and bounds over the years, but Guy is still the master martial artist here. But he's fully aware of the Hyuga style as well, so he knows not to be hit by anything by Hinata if he can. But the problem for him is Hinata's style doesn't match up to a normal Hyuga style. She's had to alter it because it just didn't fit her. So she's now using counter strikes that he's not prepared for, but at the same time, he's just physically more powerful and faster than her. So he's just rushing in. He's getting solid shots in, but she's using lightning-based gentle fist style to basically shock him. It's like, you're quite good, Hinata, but your youth is amazing. But allow me to show you the true power of youth. First gate of light. What was it? Gate of opening or whatever. I can't remember the first gate's names. Or they're all the 8 gates. I know it's gate of death, gate of life, gate of pain. I can't, not in that set order, mind you, but you know what? This is a little. I do this sometimes, but the 8 gates. Okay, the 8 gates. Naruto. There we go. All right, the 8 gates are called. Might die learn to open all 8 gates after 20 years. Might die son. Might Guy. All 8s. Apparently Lee has, in fact, in Boruto mastered all 8 gates. So the gates are the gate of opening. It is the gate of opening. Okay, I was right. First gate of opening. Open. The gate of healing, gate of life, gate of pain, gate of limit, gate of view, gate of wonder, and gate of death. All right, so that's what it basically is. So that said, gate opening, open, and then he comes in and rushes Hinata. But at that point now, Naruto has gone to aid the other shadow clones. He's barely able to get away until he pops out of existence to take a hit for Hinata. And now they realize that now they're teaming up on each other because Naruto can spam clones far easier than any of them can. So he's now created 5 extra clones as backup for each of them. Now it's a serious fight here that these guys aren't prepared for. Short and sweet of it, because I'm not going to go into serious detail. It does end with them getting the bells. They have to switch their opponents up a bit. For instance, Hinata and Ozma end up going toe-to-toe. Kakashi and Naruto end up going toe-to-toe, and Sasuke and Guy going toe-to-toe just to change up the opponent and freshen it up a bit. So ultimately, it goes in their favor. They do trick Kakashi with the Make-Up Paradise. And that's how that goes. Now that leads us basically into the Gaara rescue arc, because all that happens exactly the same in terms of Gaara getting captured, everything along those lines. Meanwhile, things in the village are pretty good. They briefly touch upon the fact that Naruto's still a Chunin, where everyone else is Naruto's still a Genin, where everyone else is a Chunin except for Neji, Temari. And you know what? I bet Sasuke might even be a Jonin at this point. For the sake of not dissing on Naruto too much, we'll say he's not. But basically, they get word that the Kazekage got captured, so they go after him. They meet up with Temari. They have the conversation with Temari. He's like, thanks Naruto, and then go after. They meet up at the village. Now here's the thing right here. Hinata definitely does have some medical ninjutsu, but she does not have And she was actually one of the ones who trained under Tsunade. She was the one who trained under Tsunade, not Sakura. So you could make the argument she could be as good as Sakura was in that scenario, medically speaking. I don't think her like overall medical skills are quite up to snuff because she was also focusing on her things. But add her Byakugan into the picture, and I think you can have the scenario where she does in fact heal Kankuro up, and basically pull the poison out of his system. So I think you can have that happen. Then they basically go off and do what they did. They fight the Itachi and Kusame clones. This goes about the same, although it goes much more in Team 7's favor. Now, Sasuke meeting Itachi again after all these years, his initial thought is hatred and anger, but at the same time, he's able to kind of put those things down, especially after he realizes, here's the thing, I think it's possible between Sasuke and Hinata, between Sharingan and Byakugan, that they pick up this isn't the same Itachi. Hinata can tell what Itachi's chakra stores are, or Itachi's chakra stores are, which means that she would know exactly how much chakra he has, which knowing what Itachi probably was like, it just wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be anywhere near the right amount of chakra for him to have, and that would get Sasuke wondering why he's so weak right now. So, him and Sasuke would go toe-to-toe. Trying to capture Naruto wouldn't work because he could just pop the Genjutsu off thanks to the Nine Tails. And then eventually they do put him down thanks to a combination of the wire trick with Sasuke and a Rasengan from Naruto, and even a gentle fist from Hinata. Hinata's not going to use the Chidori I gave her right now because she's able to figure out the scenario and realize I'll be pretty spent if I do this. The guys' fight goes the same. So now we speed all the way over to the scenario where, Dedera and Sasori are all, absorbing all of Gaara's chakra and the Shikaku. So Dedera runs out. Now, Naruto, I think, is still, protective and, a little headstrong. So he does go after Dedera, as does Sasuke. And here's the problem here. I could easily make it that it's Sasuke and I could end it here. Who would you rather I have Sasuke go up against, Dedera or Sasori? If I'm going to say right now, because I'm not going to put out a book, I still got a few minutes. I still got enough time to cram out a little bit more. I'm going to put him against Sasori. I think that'd be a more fun fight. So let's cover first off the Dedera part of that. And then we'll pretty much save the Sasori fight for the next one, because that's going to be the more intricate fight to go over. So Naruto is rushing after him. Now Naruto has a lot better long range attacks in this version, able to use again, the burning wind scar, as I called it, throwing tornadoes at Dedera, who's really trying hard to stay afloat when having tornadoes thrown at you. Kakashi then catches up, like, Naruto, you need to calm down. But Gaara's like, we will get Gaara back, trust me. It's like, right, sorry. And then basically, now Naruto, despite being still rash when it comes to a friend, he's still a more level-headed guy in this version than he was in the original series. So, unlike in the last one where he loses his cool, he's able to keep it right. He's still angry. He's still got a little bit of the Fox chakra flaring up a bit, but he's still generally in control. He's not rushing if he can help it. So, ultimately, it comes down to excuse me. It comes down to Kakashi using the Mangekyo and, trying to catch Dedera. Naruto's amazed, but he's like, I can't pin him down. Wait, I got a way to pin him down. So basically what he does is he launches himself with the wind style, throws shadow clones out, and grabs him. And it's like, hey, Kakashi sensei! And then he doesn't just take Dedera's arm this time. He goes even further and basically takes his entire, not his entire midsection, but a giant chunk out of there. It's not just his arm this time. So now Dedera's not just missing an arm, which was irritating for him. The other really thing, missing both his arms was really just an inconvenience for him. Did you notice that? But he's pretty much now just bleeding out. Just, how could he? What kind of jutsu is this? And then all of a sudden Naruto comes in and just smacks him down, saves Gaara. Unfortunately, Gaara's currently dead at this point, or dead-ish. Near death, at any rate. And Naruto's like, Gaara. And then Kakashi comes as it's all right, Naruto. Naruto, it's okay. There might be ties. We got to get him to, got to give him to Hinata or Granny Chit or someone. And Deidara's essentially, as Team Guy shows up, Deidara's on his last breath at this point. So instead, he just uses his arm instead of just going with the eating it and blowing up like a clay clone, which we know at that point he hadn't used when he initially lost his arm because he still was missing his arm. In fact, he was still missing both arms. So when he used the clay clone, whatever it was, it was at some point when he landed, probably before he actually hit the ground. He probably swapped out. Unfortunately, in this version, he's on death's door and he realizes it. So he's unfortunately, and I'm doing because I'm pretty sure it was the left. The left side is also the side that had the mouth on it. So he can't even use that final technique now. So he just does what he has to. Just there is an explosion! And they basically have to get out, and Kakashi uses the final Mange Kyo Kamui to, save them. So that's where we're going to leave it off with that. Now we'll lead into what happens in the Sasori battle later on in the next part of the video. So until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know, do a review of it at some point. I got a who would win and a review for Abominable. The Abominable review might be either tomorrow or tomorrow because I doubt where I'm going to see it Friday. I'm definitely not seeing it Saturday. I'm doing the pre-release on Saturday. Probably not going to do it Sunday. I could do it Tuesday maybe, but ultimately, I'm probably gonna see it tomorrow. Hopefully there's an early enough showing that I'm not gonna be out too late. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.